You think I'll let you zone?
Some trends are finally starting to end with an announcement made by Sony about their PlayStation Studios. They are laying off 900 employees. PlayStation London studio will completely shut down. Insomniac Games, Naughty Dog, and as well as their technology, creative, and support teams will be laid off all around the world. Guerrilla and Firesprite will also have layoffs as well. Then we got another announcement that Firesprite would be canceling a new Twisted Metal game because of the shift in the landscape about games as a service with Twisted Metal. But don't get too upset or mad about it. Twisted Metal as a games as a service IP didn't get very far, so there wasn't that much work done on it. The reason most companies are canceling games that were worked on as a games as a service is that the average consumer only has so much money that they can't afford all these subscriptions and battle passes. Sometimes a product or story doesn't have to go on forever and can just end. It also means that making smarter decisions when making games like more AA or even single A games that wouldn't be very bad to make, like what I wouldn't give for another Ape Escape or Jet Moto game. Then the report came out that a games as a service version of Twisted Metal was assessed and deemed a loss and shut down, but Firesprite's original IP is still in production. This is coming off the heels of Naughty Dog's Last of Us games as a service multiplayer being cancelled for similar reasons, and that Naughty Dog themselves would essentially become the Last of Us multiplayer studio because a games as a service game needs constant content or it will die. In older news, that PlayStation was going to have at least 10 games as a service games out within the next few years doesn't look like it will happen, as half of them will be cancelled if they are deemed not to make money or a failure and them being axed. The Horizon multiplayer game by Guerrilla is still in production though. What are your guys' thoughts on the 900 worldwide layoffs at Sony, even though it looks like what was hit were the games as a service products and London studio as a whole? 2024 is a horrible year for the gaming industry. I hope we can get back on track with some smaller games in between the blockbuster AAA games instead of AAA games back to back to back, because it's not sustainable. That's just my thought process on the whole on this whole thing. See you guys next video. Stay gold.